Welcome to Pagan Crafting. This is the last day of the 12-day of Yule challenge. Today's January 1st. We have a new year. Last year was amazing. Especially for Pagan Crafting. We had a lot of fun together, and this prompt for the last 12 days of Yule is where will your occult practice go next? So I've chosen my version of it, which is Beyond the Altar, exploring the future in art magic. I have some really cool plans for this year coming up. And to be honest, I've never been asked this question. I've never really thought about my practice a year in advance. I never have. Oh my goodness. I will plan retreats in advance. I will plan Witch Stock. I will always attend every year. That's the third week in August every year. So that's like off the calendar every year. It's the most I kind of really plan. I do a lot of online schooling. I do a lot of different classes, different occult classes, and I keep that up. I keep my lessons up and my certifications up every year. I like to expand. I like to learn all the time. I'm always hungry for learning new classes. So I'm thinking I'm going to get into anywhere between a 3 to 6 month course coming up here. I'm very excited about that, and it's a lot of ceremonial magic, which I'm not familiar with. So I like more rituals. I like just more soul practitioners. I'm not used to a lot of people. So I'm going to be learning with other witches, not in a coven, just an association, the Alberta Witches Association. I hope to take part in some classes that are coming up, which is really cool, and I'll have homework and everything. I had to think a lot of things I wanted to do this year, but everything I kept thinking about comes back down to Pagan Crafting. So I sat down and I thought about the upcoming year for us. So I thought we could go over some of the things that I have planned for the year, and let's just get into it. So I don't show nearly half of what I do for art magic. Since my channel's a little bit over a year old and it's brand new, I had to kind of feel out my audience first, what I can and can't do, what you guys are looking for. And I've been trickling, if you noticed in my community, I've been trickling polls and questions, text polls, picture polls, what I'm going to be doing in the upcoming year, what you would like to see most of all or like to see first. And I've been trickling out little goodies. And so I've been bringing it all together. This has all been designing future videos and future classes. We'll get into that too. This year is about art magic and a new school twist. We're going to show a lot of in-depth multimedia faceted art that anyone that can do, and even the least creative person, I get to show you how to be creative and do some art magic. It's going to be easy. I'm going to show it on a level that anyone can create and work with their mediums. I'm a shamanic art life coach, a Reiki master. I'm also a chakra therapist, crystal healer, master healer, and I like to incorporate these teachings into my channel in the way of art therapy, art magic, and grimoire pages. So I like to also translate some of my videos that I'm doing online into in-depth classes. So I'll have in the videos that I'm going to offer the classes. Those of you that are interested, let me know, and I would like you to have first dibs and get a percentage off as being one of my subscribers. So this year I also plan to hold and host more private and public retreats. So far I've done more private retreats the past summer, and I hope to go back to the same place and rent the land for the weekend or for the day. So that is in the works right now in the process. So I'm excited. I have a couple locations, three locations that I'm working with. So I'm really excited about that. So if you're a Patreon member, by the way, you have first chance at all tickets, event tickets, and you receive a percentage off the event price. So I'm going to start off with online classes, and those are going to proceed into retreats. So the online classes, those of you who are everywhere all over the world, you can attend that. And then the retreats, well, let's go from there to see and see what happens. Let's just let the magic happen. In 2022 and 2023, I've been designing lots of classes, and I'll be putting those towards 2024. I was hoping to get the classes out this year, but I ran in some other directions. And sometimes you got to zigzag where you got to go to get where you need to be, and that's okay too. So some of the classes I'm going to be putting out is an art magic beginner, advanced art magic, and a master magic class, art magic class. Another one would be a tarot intuitive master class, and that I designed years ago, and it's on an external hard drive. I need to get off the hard drive. So I found a new computer place that is promising. So if I get it off that, I have a tarot master class I'll be offering too. Now this is all based on symbolism, correspondences, things we already know that we can relate to the tarot and oracle cards to help read them. So again, no memorization, which makes it easier. None of these you can learn a tarot in an hour. You give me a weekend. I have beginner and intermediate occult classes, energy working, crystal and chakra healer classes that'll be coming up, nature and practical magic based classes. So watch for those throughout the year. We'll be introducing those. Some of the ones I'm going to be doing twice throughout the year, some of them only once, and we'll just feel out how book they get up, or if there's still some people trying to get in, then we'll do some extra classes. But I do have kind of a strict schedule for this year, so I'm pretty excited. We're going to do a lot more art therapy and art magic this year on Pagan Crafting. I mentioned that, so I believe with the art therapy, I'm going to be bringing in some of my shamanic life coach therapeutic art magic things that you can do at home. And I bring these into my retreats. So I thought, if you can't make it to the retreat, let's do some stuff on the channel. So some of my personal practice, I'm also going to be showing one of them on the channel. I haven't worked with deities or a deity in about 20 years. I don't really work with deities. But I'm going to be working with 2 this year, possibly 3. One is Chosen Me, and I'm going to do an art therapy journey with them. I'm going to share that one with you. And I've been avoiding it for about a year, but recently, the past 2 months, 3 months, I've been collecting pages for my collage that I'm going to be working for the art magic piece for it. So I have no choice now, because I have a little bag full of all kinds of stuff that I want to put into this, and I've been planning it and go through it in my head, so it's time to initiate it. Another one I like to work with is Hecate is calling me, and it's time. I just had so much on the go. I wanted to give her proper respect where due and start things properly. Possibly the third deity I may work with, I will let come to me if they come forward. I would like to work with Hecate. I'm going to ask first and see what happens and go from there. As a shamanic life coach, I love me a good drumming circle too, and I wish to hold more larger groups for drumming healing ceremonies. I wish to felicitate larger groups in journeying to the mid, lower, and upper worlds. I need to finish a course, and I need to drum with a number of people to finish it. So that is on my list of finishing things to do in my occult practice. And I designed a new healing team to work with me. They are all spirit guides and all entities, and I've had a few of them that has been working with me for forever that were assigned to me, but I just opened up my team here in November. I grew it. I've had some people here that's had accidents, surgeries. A lady had a pinched sciatic nerve. That was a customer that was at where I work, and I did a healing session on her that night. She hasn't been in pain since November 15th. And so she had an impeded nerve is what when I started working on her, I found the impeded nerve and it's pinched. Poor lassie. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing a lot more healing and flex my healing team's muscles, and I hope to work towards part-time and full-time work as a healer. That would be so amazing to be able to provide for my family as a healer. That would be great. So lots more good things happening with encouragement from my friends. I'm going to explore more of this coming year. It is kind of funny. My daughter asked me, like, what's your dream team's name? What's all their names? I'm like, I don't know some of my guides, my main guides. I have their names written down, but one moment, please. But my dream team, we haven't gone through that yet. I know them by energy. It's kind of like a scent. So it's not like I need to assign names to them yet, or maybe I should. But I just know them by feeling, by colors, by energy when they come visit and talk with me. So I would really like to flex their wings, flex their muscles, and see what we're all capable of. So I'm excited about that, and I'd like to learn more about what we could do as the team together, as a teacher and teaching, and with some of the classes that I'll be doing this year. So see, I'm going to do a lot more automatic writing this year and just use that as a guide and advice. I haven't done automatic writing in a while, so I think it's time to use that as a way to converse and get advice and just see what's out and about through my guides here. It has been a really cool ride, and I've met some amazing people this year, and I've been pleased to say I've gotten some amazing people together. So it was kind of neat. Last year was about collection. This year is about initiation, putting it all together. A lot of research last year, a lot of course outlines, and now I have to fill in the plot and get that part going. So, to sum it up, I really have no plans for my personal occult practice except for the expansion of art therapy, art magic. And this is going to be a year of teaching creative concepts in the realm of art magic. I'm going to have so many online courses, and I'm so excited, and I hope to have them out by summertime, if not earlier, which would be great. And if they come out early, I will let everyone know. I don't really plan my year. I'm trying to go through things in my head, except for the classes, retreats, teaching. This year's about exploration, and it's just, last year was about collection and refinding a few things in myself, and this year is like, what can I show you? What can we do together? If you're open to learn, I'm ready to teach. I'm ready. Well, you know what? Have yourself an absolutely Happy New Year, a magical day. Be well, be safe. Thanks for hanging out with me this past year. It has been a trip. For those of you that are new here, welcome to the Vibe Tribe. We are going to have a blast together. We're going to do some of our same old things that we love to do on this channel. It is well received, and we're implementing wonderful, amazing new things that no one has seen. So stay tuned, stick around, and let's have some fun.